let's see. Full of good movies and SpongeBob Sponge on the Run? Okay, let me explain. In 2019, it was announced that a new SpongeBob movie would come out. Needless to say, I was hyped. I didn't think the last SpongeBob movie was necessarily good, but nevertheless, it was fun. So I thought we'd at least get a fun movie. That was not the case. SpongeBob Sponge on the Run feels, in a word, uninspired. The movie was originally supposed to come out on February 2019, but it kept getting pushed back. Eventually, it came out on Netflix on November 5th, 2020. And I'm honestly not surprised. 2020 hasn't been exactly a good year for good animated movies. Well, to be fair, The Willow Beast was mediocre, and I haven't watched Over the Moon, but the rest go from okay to oh god, make it stop. So this year, we got SpongeBob, Sponge on the Run, and to be honest, it fits right in with the rest of the movies. Now, to be fair, the art direction of this movie is really good. The concept art is gorgeous, and the balance between hyper-realistic backgrounds and the cartoony characters is pretty well handled. If you have to watch the movie, at least appreciate the animation. I just have some small complaints. Yeah, I know everyone loves how this movie looks, but hear me out. I feel like some character designs, such as Sandy's, really didn't look that great. I think for Sandy is her pupil size. Her pupils were way too small. Like, don't get me wrong, the textures for her fur and description of her helmet look super good, but her design doesn't do it for me. Also, for the female fishes, they look really strange, especially the background characters. In the show, the animals are really stylized, anthropomorphic characters, and some designs don't really translate well into 3D animation. Also, am I the only one that got super freaked out with that super realistic fish at the beginning? I feel like that just broke my immersion into the movie right away. But, anyway, like I said, the animation is the best aspect of this movie, and the animators and artists that work on the movie are real talented. But then, we have the script of the film. I wouldn't consider myself an expert on screenwriting. That being said, I do know a thing or two about writing a script, and this I need achieve. The story of the movie is like the worst version of the first movie mixed in with the episode Have You Seen This Snail? From season 4, and with some of the strange humor and the animation style from the third movie. Nothing, and I mean nothing, feels original. This story is basically the story of Have You Seen the Snail, except that in the movie, Gary is Snail Nap by Poseidon. Snail Nap, get it? I know, hilarious. In all seriousness, it was slightly funny when they used it in the movie. Anyway, ignoring that the story is a ripoff from one of the episodes of the show, the movie doesn't really have anything particularly interesting. Honestly, it's kinda boring. The pacing of the movie is all over the place. The main story doesn't even start until like 20 minutes into the movie, and when it gets started, it takes them like 10 minutes to get where Gary is being held hostage. Well, 10 minutes if you don't count the dream sequence with the pirate zombie cowboys and Snoop Dogg, but I'm getting ahead of myself. It honestly feels more like a collection of scenes rather than a movie. Sure, there is a storyline, but sometimes they just completely forget it for like 15 minutes to do their things. For example, the dream sequence I mentioned earlier. The scenes last around 15 minutes, and it serves no purpose other than introducing Keanu Reeves' character, who just shows up when the plot needs him to, and then disappears. Honestly, I could forgive a sloppy story, if the movie was funny. I mean, SpongeBob is a comedy show, but was it funny? I mean, it was alright, I guess. It's obviously not as funny as the show, or even the first movie, but it got some funny jokes. The visual gags were pretty good though. I feel like the slapstick doesn't work as well in 3D. Now, to address the elephant in the room, the camcorder scenes. Honestly, the movie would just be another average kids movie with a boring story and good animation, but the camcorder stuff is what really made me make this video. I grew up watching SpongeBob. SpongeBob has been there for me ever since I can remember. Whenever I would have a bad day, I would come home and watch SpongeBob. Whenever I was sad, the show was there for me. Whenever I was alone, I could put on SpongeBob to cheer me up, or make me laugh, or honestly just make me forget about life and logic for a minute and just enjoy myself. That's why, when I watched the movie, I felt absolutely destroyed with the camcorder scenes. For those who do not know, camcorder is supposed to be a spin-off for the SpongeBob SquarePants, and Steven Hillenburg, the creator of the show, did not like spin-offs, and did not want SpongeBob to get any spin-offs. However, around 4 months after his death in 2018, Nickelodeon announced there would be a SpongeBob spin-off called Camp Coral. And I understand, Nickelodeon is a company, and as such, it's always looking to make the most money. But regardless, seeing how they make Steven's creation makes me extremely upset, and I think many people feel that way. When I got to the credits and saw Steven's name at the end, my heart was shattered. This movie wasn't just an inspiring money cash grab, but also a movie that was undermining Steven's wishes. Now, I'm not saying that the people that work on the movie are responsible for this. They're just very talented people who were forced to do corporate, soulless films in order to survive. and I really do believe we should demand better from companies. Honestly, I don't recommend you watch this movie. If we keep consuming whatever studios pump out without questioning what we're watching, or if it really should support it, we will just get less and less quality entertainment. Please, do not support SpongeBob on the Run, and please do not support Camp Coral. Instead, support the artists who work on the movie. Support the animators, the character designers, the storyboard artists, the sound people, the voice actor, and every other artist you might like. If we support artists instead of corporations, we will get more passion projects instead of cash grabs, more creativity instead of inspiring films, and most importantly, we will give artists the right to do whatever they want with their properties, instead of letting companies exploit them until there is nothing left. So yeah, that's the video. If you want to support the artists from the movie, check out the links in the description box. I also linked the artists that made this avatar, so go give them some love. Lastly, I linked Nintendo's video of what the Sponge movie could have been, and Alyssa's Mark's Sponge on the Run review. This is like my first video ever, so if you liked it, like the video and subscribe or whatever. Thanks, and I'll see you later, whenever that is.